You still have at least 1 minute. Heading to the starting gate. Field reached the starting gate. We'll start to load in. Last chance to wager. Final call. Literally. Stall 1. Odds on, Wise Kozan. Imperial Temple. Awesome Skippy. Flag is up. They're in the gate. And they're off. Coming out just a bit sluggishly from the inside fence is Final Call. Nonetheless, Wise Kozan and Awesome Skippy are attentive and try to get clear of the rest. And there goes Wise Kozan to more than a length and a half on Awesome Skippy in second. Tracking the front-running pair is Final Call underneath Javier Diego in third. Continued to be bothered by that inside trip. And way back to Imperial Temple and Juan Molina out the back by some 8 lengths off the speed that is held by odds-on Wise Kozan. Slammed down to 1-5 to 2-length lead over Awesome Skippy and Final Call right together, and then way back to Imperial Temple, not feeling it at all today in the 88-degree heat. So they head down the lane for race number 1, Wise Kozan, shaken up by the Victor Santiago right-handed whip, out by about 4. Coming up is Awesome Skippy, inside Final Call, bothers that one. Under a full-out ride is Wise Kozan, is home free. Wise Kozan to oblige here in the opener will be a 5-length winner from Awesome Skippy, then Final Call, and last throughout was Imperial Temple. Race 1 now official. Race number 1, Ramsey and Max's first day of live racing. They are awaiting the winner circle connections for the winner. Wise Kozan will be in the circle shortly. In the upcoming second race, there are no changes. Field of 5 at 6 furlongs. Non-winners of 3 races thus far in 2021. $3,200 the claiming price for the second race. Coming back to the winner's enclosure for Ramsey and Max, number 3, Wise Kozan and jockey Victor Santiago, owned by Charles Ritter, trained by Scott Becker. He's a 3-year-old gelded son of Kozan, out of the Wised Up mare, Wise Cookie, bred in Florida by J.D. Farms. The winning time, 6 furlongs, 1:13 flat. All 4 ran in the opener. Second race to go to the gate in 21 minutes at 1:28. Again, a reminder, the guest window downstairs, number 109. Guest services window 109 is available now for just a couple of hours for assistance on the St. Louis Derby dinner plans that you can make or be assisted with coming up on August 28th. Looks like our horses are headed to the starting gate. Still have just about a minute for all wagers in our second. Loading in for race 2. WW Can Do is in city positioned. City positioned in the stalls with Elizabeth Thurman. Great Gret next. Two back, Come On Dover, and Italian Charm. Italian Charm moving in. Flag is up. In the gate. And they're off. A perfect beginning. City position out to that lead with Come On Dover on the outside, and now moving on through. WW Can Do and Great Gret. Firing line of 4 has developed. Boy, Italian Charm, this is setting up wonderfully for him. On the inside, taking over. WW Can Do at 5-2. A 2-length advantage over City Position, right between Great Gret and Come On Dover on the outside. Still waiting for things to develop. Italian Charm and Rainier Arietta patiently, a stealth-like presence from far back as they exit the turn, go to the 500 mark. It's WW Can Do still with a tentative half-length advantage over Come On Dover, who's climbing up on the outside. Still back, patiently ridden by Elizabeth Thurman. City Position is gaining and has the split because WW Can Do just flew off the inside rail, and that left it open for Italian Charm, who's rolling now alongside City Position. Still there, Come On Dover and WW Can Do. City Position, Italian Charm. City Position wins it. Italian Charm was second. Then Come On Dover, WW Can Do, and Great Gret. Elizabeth has the keys to City Position. 3 wins in the last 4 tries on him. And back he comes to the winner's circle. City Position and Elizabeth Thurman, owned by Dennis Smith, trained by Charles Walker Jr. 6-year-old gelded son of Well Position out of City Royale by Royal Academy, bred in Illinois by Mr. William Stirritz. The winning time, 1:12 3/5 of a second, and paid $30. On deck, race number 3, a mile event, $4,000 maiden claimers, 3 years and up. There are no changes to the third. Field of 6 to go to the gate, right in front of us in 21 minutes. Less than a minute. Loading in first, Tears on a River. Jules a runner. Droops MDB. Eugene. Travel account. Wave the Gold. In the stalls for the third, flag is up. All set. And they're off. Good enough beginnings for Tears on a River and Droops MDB tossing the head about. Away well from the outside as Wave the Gold, who's in a front-running foursome. Along with Travel Account, these two separate themselves back to a joint third. After a dawdling start, Jules a Runner rushes up from last to third and wants a piece of the early fray. But on the lead, it's Elizabeth Thurman again, aboard Tears on a River, out by 2.5. From Jules a Runner in second, Droops MDB back in third, with Wider to Wave the Gold in that red cap, and way back to late running Eugene, who can see it all develop from here on out. So in that firing line, it's still Tears on a River and Jules a Runner 1-2, and Travel Account third. Fourth is Droops MDB about to bow out to Wave the Gold, who's out wider. And now Eugene starts to give his cue to the rider, Yaro Rodriguez, that I want to go and go now. And there goes Travel Account to head from third to the lead. Travel Account tries to bust loose with it now. Tears on a River can't find any more. On the outside of Tears on a River is Jules a Runner, and on the far outside, Wave the Gold. And here comes Eugene on the 26th maiden attempt and is circumventing the entire field far back to Droops MDB. On the lead is Travel Account and Urdiel Lopez. They're not catching. It's Travel Account out by 5, out by 6, and is gone. Travel Account, another decent price, 4.5 to 1. Put a ring around Travel Account. Will stow off and win by about half a dozen. It was Wave the Gold completing the exacta, a photo for third between Tears on a River and Eugene. Three, 6, 1, and 5 in race 3. Moving into the winner's circle. Winner of the maiden third, number 3 travel account, and jockey Urdia Lopez. Bred and owned by Ron Land. R&L Racing LLC, trained by Steve Ridley. Travel account, 5-year-old gelded son of Lentinor. Out of Velvet account by Regal Classic. The Indiana bred stopped the clock at a mile in 1:44 3/5 of a second. All 6 ran in the third race. Off odds 9-2. Race 3 official. Nice daily double. The race 2 and 3 daily double, $109 and change. That exacta, $217 for a $2 exacta bet. 3 and 6 in race number 3. Fourth race goes 1 mile 70 yards with a field of 4. Post time for the fourth race is at 2:24 in just 20 minutes. In the winner's circle, hardest working people on the racetrack. The grooms for all the trainers, and another valuable employee is Hired Diego, hailing from the barn of Scott Becker, our groom of the week. All 4 horses as of now are within $200 of one another in the win pool. They've reached the starting gate. In strolls Joey B, Talkative Jack, Davka, Just Enough Tough. In the gate. And they're off. Lively beginnings for Joey B, Just Enough Tough, and Talkative Jack. is going to hang out the back, but there goes Davka and Victor Santiago with a lively first turn and is bowled loose by about 4 lengths from an Attentive Enough, Just Enough Tough in second. Strolling backwards we go to Joey B, and then Talkative Jack is back about 7 lengths off the pace. That is held and made by Davka at 2-1. Out there by almost a length and a half from Just Enough Tough and Javier Diego in second. Getting in closer order, the come from behinders, both Joey B and Talkative Jack. Now only about 4 lengths would separate all 4. Reigning Talkative Jack back is the partner Elizabeth Thurman, out to that customary last position by about 7 lengths now. Off the leadership that is Davka. Davka just strolling along out there by a half a length, better than Just Enough Tough and Joey B wider, and Joey B quickens. Joey B comes from third and just rolls right by the other two. Joey B and Ernia Lopez throw it down with just about 500 yards to cruise, and Joey B out by 2. Just Enough Tough slips by Davka on the outside, who retreats back into third. Talkative Jack now starts his run on the inside fence. Past the 3/16 they go here to start the late pick 4, and it's all Joey B from here on out, but here's Just Enough Tough who's gaining. Davka's coming back, impedes just a bit Talkative Jack. It's Joey B. It's Just Enough Tough. Just Enough Tough. Game. Joey B beat Just Enough Tough. That was a fun finish. Then it was Talkative Jack and Davka. Now official with race number 4, 3-1 on your winner, Joey B. Entering the winner's enclosure, winner of today's fourth race, number 1, Joey B, and a riding double for jockey Erdiel Lopez. Owned by Joe Rule, trained by Dennis Higgins. Joey B is a 7-year-old gelded son of Freud out of the Victory Gallop mare, Slew of Hope. Bred in the bluegrass of Kentucky by Jose Luis Espinosa. The winning time over a mile 70 yards, track fast, 1:46 3/5 of a second. All four ran 3-1 off odds on Joey B, $8 and $3.60. Upcoming fifth race, we go 6 furlongs, $5,000 claimers, non-winners of 2 with a field of 6. No changes to the program for the upcoming fifth race. 19 minutes, now 18 minutes away from heading into the gate. Get those wagers in as soon as possible. 18 minutes. Field is headed to the gate. They've reached the gate. Next live racing program, 7:30 Friday night, 7:30 Saturday night. Line of Denhams moves in 5-2. Abstract Painter. Agro Craig. Dang it, Cassie. He has no friends. Marco's Dream on the outside. In the gate. And they're off. Dang it, Cassie won the jump. Marco's Dream, speed per usual. He has no friends, is up to contest and takes over right on through. Irish bred Agro Craig will be back in a joint third, now back to fourth. Way back we have Abstract Painter and Line of Denhams content to trail by about 8 lengths. It's He Has No Friends and Yarrow Rodriguez. Longest price, second longest on the board at 8-1 leads the procession. On the outside, Dang It Cassie, and far out to Marco's Dream, who means business. Not showing that customary speed as Marco's Dream. Now has that lead away from He Has No Friends back second. Third around the turn is Dang It Cassie, a retreating Aggro Craig out of it, passed by Abstract Painter, who's really into the bridle now, and Line of Denims still trails by about 7.5 or 8 lengths. Marco's Dream leads him to the 2 furlong pole underneath Roman Cruz, who's out by a 2-length margin. Gonna have to fend off both Dang It Cassie and Abstract Painter wider. Line of Denim's making a late run, but there's no catching Marco's Dream. Odds on 4 to 5. Very, very nice and stylish. Marco's Dream by 3.5, 3 3/4. From Abstract Painter, who completes the exacta, Dang It Cassie, and then Line of Denims finished fourth. Into the winner's circle, number 6, Marco's Dream. An apprentice, Roman Cruz. Owned by Blas Juarez, trained by the same. Marco's Dream, 4-year-old gelded son. If It's My Lucky Day out of Dream winner by With Distinction. Bred in Arkansas by Raul Bahena and Graciela Bahena. The winning time, 1:12 and 3/5 of a second. No changes to the 5th. All 6 ran. 6th race, a mile, $10,000 allowance. They're approaching the gate. Final wagers for the late daily double in race 6. The last option moves in. Six-year-old mare, Nurse Sadie. Full Magazine. Smart Trial. A Merry Heart. Last to load in. Moves in. Gates close. Kelly Mulvaney to send them on their mile journey. And they're off. A non-attentive start for the mare Nurse Sadie out the back. A Merry Heart to blaze the trail with Full Magazine is really attentive. Jockey looks to cross and clear and does so handily. Out by 2 for Full Magazine. Throws it down and says, catch me to win this. A Merry Heart second, and there goes a bold rush around the turn for Smart Trial, who gains ever so slightly on that front runner and sits in the back of the early Exacta. Back in third will be A Merry Heart on the outside of the last option, who fights through and takes over that board placement position. And then last horse down the backstretch run, no pace on for Nurse Sadie, who's content to trail by about 12 lengths off that lead that's held by Full Magazine. And Renair Arietta on the board slammed late, odds on 3-5 out to a 3.5 length lead. Now the last option dispenses with Smart Trial, who's gone, pretty much gives it up. A Merry Heart is now positioned into third, and still last, Nurse Sadie has to do a heck of a lot better and is pretty much thrown in the towel, trailing by about 15, but starts to move up ever so slightly. On the speed that is Full Magazine, who has a great head start out here, out to a 5-length lead as they just have 300 yards to go, and Full Magazine could very well be gone. Nurse Sadie's going to give it a late run. The last option is not done yet, as wavering now badly is Full Magazine, wanting to get in, and Full Magazine's all done. Here comes the last option to go right on by. The last option now coming back, Full Magazine, just playing around with this field. Wow. Look at the ears, just straight up after this one finished. Full Magazine. The last option, Nurse Sadie and A Merry Heart. Coming back to the winner's enclosure, an eventful winner of race number 6, but Well done to Full Magazine and Rainier Arietta. Owned by Shelley S. and Price, trained by Eddie S. and Price, an Illinois homebred for those folks. 3-year-old gelded son, a Bullet Train, out of Shiny Star by Denouncer. They're going to have fun with this dude. Full Magazine scored in an eventful 1:41 and 1/5 of a second. Could have been 1:36 easy. Full Magazine odds on 3-5. Seventh and final race, 10,000 allowance optional claimer. We end things with another mile race. Owner on the 3 Bumpty Bump Bump. Make it the same as the trainer, Dwayne Wells. Field of 6 go the mile distance for race number 7. Post time for the 7th race in 22 minutes at 3:49 Central. You still have 1 minute. They are approaching the starting gate. Last chance wagers for the 7th. Go for Sherry and Shellfire move in. River Cactus, try again. Bumpty Bump Bump and Megan's Honor. Megan's Honor now in, closed up Ready. And they're off. Sluggish beginning on the outside for Megan's Honor. Left alone at the start from the inside rail spot. Go for Sherry going forward with River Cactus in close connection with Try Again, making it 3 deep and closing in on the front runner. Next is Bumpty Bump Bump, the gray easy to spot. Passed on the outside are all those by Megan's Honor after a tawdry beginning. And then Shellfire's content to trail by about 9 lengths from the dueling leaders out there. Go for Sherry nearest us, flanked on the outside by Try Again. They match race down the backstretch run. They're out by almost 9 lengths, better than Megan's Honor, who's third. Bumpty Bump Bump sits a good fourth. Fifth on the outside is Shellfire, and last is River Cactus now, but they're closing in on the front-running duo. Go for Sherry seems to have given up, at least given up the top spot to Try Again around turn number 2. Rainier Arietta still trying to dole out the speed, but now caught again by Go for Sherry, and here comes both Megan's Honor and Shellfire running as a team, and they go right on by the early leaders. Way back to River Cactus has to do better, and out the back now is Bumpty Bump Bump. Very wide off the turn is Shellfire, going about 5 or 6 paths off the inside. That left it open for Megan's Honor. They're both very tired, but nothing coming from far back. They're at it together. Megan's Honor inside. Shellfire with apprentice Roman Cruz out there. Nothing between them. Megan's Honor inside. Outside Shellfire. Go for Sherry now back up into the bridle, but too late. Shellfire has the measure. Shellfire 8-1 completes the Tuesday proceedings over Megan's Honor. Go for Sherry and Try Again. Marching on into the winner's enclosure, winner the 7th and final, number 4, Shellfire, and jockey Roman Cruz with a riding double for the 7-pound apprentice. Shellfire's a 5-year-old gelded son of gemologist out of Rouston Birdie by Bertrando. Bred in Kentucky by Fred Hetrich III. Winning time, the mile went in 1:39 flat. 8-1. That's 2 on the card for the winning connections there. Blas Juarez, owner and trainer. Congrats to them, as the Slick Pick 7 will pay 6 of 7 for maybe half your ticket back if you played a big ticket. $28 thereabouts. Thank you again for joining us this Tuesday. Next live racing card with a substantial Pick 7 carryover. We'll be back with you at 7:30 on Friday. Now official. We'll wait for the carryover information coming up at the bottom of the screen. 8 to 1, you got all of that. 1840, 660, 280 across on Shellfire. 10-cent superfecta, $9.57. 50-cent late pick 3, $17.35. The late double, $12.80. Pick 7 carries over just over $8,100 coming into Friday at 7:30. Have a great rest of your day and or night. Be well, stay safe. See you Friday.